Good morning, folks. This is Omar Jose, servant. So, good morning, folks. Uh, another day to start. Um, Heavenly Father, thank you for waking us up this day. We thank you for waking up the people who is watching this video. We ask that you open up our minds that we may gravitate to you more, and we ask that you open up our ears and our knowledge, and break away the scales off our eyes, and soften our hearts. We ask that you would free us from our ignorance and from the spells of our captors. We ask as we get out the bed that you would bless our feet and our comings and goings. We ask you would bless our families' feet as they go to and from as well. And protect us from our enemies of ourselves, Father, and protect us from the enemies of you. And protect us from those who want to mix your words up, Father. So we ask that you would give us the strength and the power and the knowledge to see the difference. In Emmanuel's name, we ask and pray by the power of the Holy Spirit. I come. And the prophets before me and after me, we say thank you. First of all, I would like to say I'm evolving like you guys as well. Every time I do a video, every time I have to go research before I can answer any of your questions or answer my own questions, we'll do rigorous research. And we live what we research before we go out and speak on it or speak about it. And we don't judge unless we've conquered it ourselves. What brings us to this video. At one time I was saying, early in my studies, I was saying Jesus. And because I didn't know about where the source of Jesus come from, I didn't know. Then when I studied even more and more and more back in the early 80s and 90s, and rigorously in 2000, I mean, I'll put it down in 2000 when I got my visions. And we found something that says his name was Yeshua. And I'm like, all right, the name is Yeshua. And, you know, life is just like the closer and closer I got to the truth of the name of the Messiah and of the Hebrew names and the laws and statutes of the Most High, and to show the respect of what a person's name is and what they do, and that's why they got that name. My life got a little bit rougher for me. I'm saying that it gets rougher for you and everybody else. We're saying that's the norm. I don't know. I'm just sharing for what happened for me. And since it's not personal, I know it's happening to somebody else. So I just used Yeshua, and I was happy with that because I seen it and I could spell it. Especially if we had to use with Yeshua, Yakub, you know, it was like, okay. But also, now, as I research so much and I'm living so much, that by nature, the truth had forced me to use Emmanuel. And so now I don't use Jesus, Yeshua, Yamahama well, that's the prophecy says, no matter what language, the prophecy said no matter what Isaiah's name is spelled, the prophecy said no matter how Miriam's name is spelled, it says that Grandma Mary, if that's her name, or Miriam, it was told that she was to name the son or the baby Emmanuel. That's where I draw the line right there. The prophecy, there was witnesses and stuff that says the baby was named Emmanuel. So I'm just saying that from me evolving, I'm not scared to say that I'm not using Jesus, Yeshua. I'm not using those steps anymore. It's time to grow, if that makes sense. And so I'm using Emmanuel, and it means God is with us. And because at that time when he was named Emmanuel, you know, Yah was with them. And through Emmanuel, Yah displayed his power through John the Baptist. I don't like saying his name. I have to find his name in Hebrew for real. And that's really his name. Could be. And Emmanuel, which I call Jesus or the Christ or Yeshua, he, the Most High was winning, and obviously somewhere in the records and stuff like that verifies that the Most High did some things through him to show the power, like he did Moses and other grandparents in the past. And so I want to get to this purpose of this video. I just wanted to clean it up with you for anybody saying, well, what many using you? When he first started out was Jesus. When he was younger, now he's using Yahshua, and then reading most of his videos is Yahshua. And I said, yeah, but I'm evolving, and so you got to evolve. And so we're using Emmanuel, you know. And so by the power of the Holy Spirit, I come in the name of Emmanuel. I'm gonna ask and pray, and the prophets before me and after me, I remember, and I know there's gonna some come after me. We just say thank you. So now, this is what's the problem with our people from the beginning to the end. Here I have the Quran verses here. Let y'all see this. No, don't want to do that. All right. Bang. Let me get you close up. See all those Abraham verses? It's a whole bunch of them. Now, we know as Muslims, whether we Christian Muslims, Islamic Muslims, Hebrew Muslims, no matter what type of Muslim you are, whether you're in Vedic text and all that, we know that the source of being a Muslim is learned off of Abraham, or Ibrahim, I-B, R-A-I-M, Ibrahim, in Aramaic. So it says that he was the first Muslim. He started a new culture, tradition, not a religion, but the way of life to be a friend of the Most High, to be engrafted back into the fold of the Most High. Abraham was that pillar of light, like Emmanuel was that pillar of light to guide us back to the ways of Abraham, to guide us back to the ways of Noah, to guide us back to the ways of Shem, to guide us back to how Adam, ATOM/ADAM, was meant to be, and how to build a relationship. You just don't touch that. This is the Father's work. This is the Father's work, the Most High. This is Granddad's work, Ibrahim, or Ibrahim, Abraham, whatever language you want to use. This is his groundwork. This is what got us where we at today. This is what got Ishmael and Isaac where they're at today. This is where they get the power on the planet and the knowledge and the science and all that, and folks keep taking all the credit. So I want to read something to you first. I'm going to try to get to this. All right. We're going to go to this first one called El-Bakra. That's what it says about Abraham. And his Lord tried Abram, and certain words he fulfilled them. He said, surely I will make you an imam of men. Abram said, and of my offspring, my covenant does not include the unjust, said he. And when he made the house a pilgrimage for me and a place of security, appoint for yourselves a place of prayer on the standing place of Abram. And we enjoy Abram and Ishmael, saying, purify my house for those who visit, and those who able in it, abide in it, for devotion, and those who bow down, and those who prostrate themselves. And when Abram said, my Lord, make it a secure town and provide its people with fruits, such of them as believe in Allah, that the last day he said, and whoever disbelieves, I will grant him enjoyment for a short while, when I will drive him to chastisement of the fire, and it is an evil destination. And when Abram and Ishmael raised the foundation of the house, our Lord accepted it from us. Surely thou art hearing the knowing. Our Lord, make us both Muslims submissive to thee, and rise from our offspring a nation submitting to thee, and show us our ways of devotion, and turn us mercifully. Surely thou art often turning to mercy and the merciful. It's prego. It's in there. Now, he didn't say, "Oh Lord, let us be submissive and bring Ammon in there." He didn't say to bring the teachings of Moab in there. He didn't say bring the teachings of Egypt. He didn't say bring the teachings of Babylon. He didn't say bring the teachings of nothing. He didn't say anything about bringing pagan culture into the submissiveness to Yahweh. So if Abraham and Ishmael didn't do it, to you so-called leaders in Islam, why are you mixing all these things? You're an abomination to the Holy Quran itself. That's not being a Muslim, because you're mixing your own stuff in it, and that's not being submissive. And so, folks who want to mix Scientology, Abraham had nothing to do with nothing of the essence of Scientology. Let me get another one of this. Let's go down some more. And from whichever place you come forth, turn your face towards the sacred mosque, and wherever you turn your face towards it, so that the people shall have no accusation against you, except such of them are unjust. So do not fear them, and fear me, that I may complete my favor on you, and that you may walk on the right course. How does Scientology get us Muslims on the right course? It takes us off the course because Yahweh did not put those teachings in the book. He didn't say to do that. So you cannot mix Abram's faith and the teachings and the source and the root and the pure with things that's impure by impure people. There's no way in the hell the pale skin should be putting Scientology and its flavor into one of the purest books on the planet. One of them. The Torah is the purest book. The Gita is a pure book. Some of the Chinese writings are pure books that will not deviate because they all intertwine in being a Muslim. That's why Islam got built, because all these important books got together, and so they created this religion called Islam that folks can enjoy because of Abraham, not because of pale skin and some money or whatever it is that happened just recently. Now, this ain't towards a beat down towards Farrakhan. This is a spanking to all Islamists. You know, I tell you, you like these monkeys out here, these drug dealers and stuff. You know, you take pure cocaine that won't make you sick, but because you're greedy and you need more money, you want to add other stuff to it. No. Just like the farmer who's too lazy to take care of his crop goes out and invests in GMOs so he can get bigger fruit so he can sit on his butt longer. No. And this is what's happening to you so-called Islamic leaders, that you got GMO in your temples. You got GMO in your classes. You got GMO in your students. Because now they're getting fat off of wrong knowledge. You know, I may have to make a part 2 of this thing. Let me make a part 2 of this. Therefore, remember me, I remember you, and be thankful to me, and do not be ungrateful to me. So when you're mixing the word of Yahweh with outside pagan religions and traditions and things like that, how would you showing remembrance to Abraham and to all our brothers and sisters in the struggle of staying on the right path of Yahweh? And then all of a sudden start mixing outside religions and outside paganisms and outside gods and deities. There's nowhere in the Quran that says to do that. Let's go some more. Surely the Safa and the Marwa are among the signs appointed by Yahweh. So whoever makes a pilgrimage to the house or pays a visit to it, there is no blame on him. If he goes around them both, and whoever does good spontaneously, then sure Yah is gratefully knowing. So why do you make pilgrimage, but then in other words, why you want to go to a place that was pure, and the deeds were pure, and was loving, and was submissive to Yahweh, to the Most High? Then you want to come today and bring your pagan Christianity with you into Islam, to being a Muslim. You want to bring your Scientology, you want to bring your scientists, now you want to bring your personal opinion and not your personal experiences to the holy ground when y'all go to Mecca. And then when you come back from Mecca, you come here with that. So you're spreading this poison. We're going to do a take two.